One of the questions I get asked a lot as a sex therapist is what causes couples to drift apart in the bedroom? I think it's a pretty simple answer for a lot of people is that we become too familiar with our partners, and then things become routine. And then people will say, well, life catches up to me and they become more busy or more stressed out, and there's kids and there's family obligations. In the beginning of the relationship, when there's no obstacles in the way, it never feels like you're really working towards getting together. It's always new, it's always exciting. But then as the relationship matures and you become better known to each other, that's really when the problems begin. You would think that getting to know the person better should help improve it, but not necessarily. Part of the problem, I think, is the way that boys are raised into their sexuality. Um, Boys come into their sexuality around three prongs. It's a secret event, it's a private event, it's an impersonal event. Boys learn about sex as a solitary event that's between them and them. So there really isn't a partnered portion of their sexuality until much later on in their life. And so they condition themselves around this model about secret, private, and impersonal. And then when they finally get into a relationship with a partner, then it changes and they're not necessarily equipped or ready to do this. And depending on what type of education they've received around sex and sexuality, which again I would say is very limited in our culture, also can create problems as well. So if you remember what I said, it's about keeping it new, fresh, and exciting. So that's the challenge that we all have in order to keep our relationships very, very strong.